Hey all, welcome to Tuesday with Pastor Dan on this lovely but rather hot fall day. We got that false fall feeling a week ago or so, and it was nice to have that cool weather, but heated back up on us. But anyhow, I've been doing some thinking and trying to figure out what to talk about. Sometimes is, well, it's kind of hard. Sometimes I don't know what you all want to hear or need to hear, and through prayerful consideration, trying to figure it out, and that's a weird place to be in this vocation of words. So many words, so much talking, often so much noise, and I think that's something maybe we all just generally struggle with, is the void of noise, so much talking, so trying to figure out what to say and how to say it. But Jesus says a couple times in Scripture, those who have ears, let them listen. And listen is a thing that I'm not sure that we do well. Not sure we do it all that well as people, as Christians. I've written about this, but I thought about talking about it, and maybe I've talked about it before. I'm not 100% sure. There's been a lot of these videos over the course of the last 2 years. I probably should have been keeping track, but we don't really listen. We hear. We hear with the intent of responding. We were preparing another argument. We're prepping to go on the defensive. I don't listen. Listening is an important skill that I think we've lost as a society, as individuals, as culture, as Christians, because we hunker down in whatever moral thing that we think is right, and so we don't listen. We don't listen to people's experiences. We don't listen to people's stories, people's lives. We often listen as someone's telling a story, and then we're coming up, that's something like that's happened to me before too, so we one up. And Jesus he says, for those who have ears, and I know this is to him specifically, but I think it's larger, is for those who have ears, let them listen. Listen. Actively listen. This book here is about Mr. Rogers. It's called the Mr. Rogers Effect, and the first thing it talks about is the 7 secrets, essentially, of who Mr. Rogers was and why he was so successful, but also how he shaped so many young people to be very well-adjusted, good people. And it was listen first. One of the first secret is listen first. And there's some incredible points, because it's important if we listen to someone, genuinely listen, let them be heard, without trying to debate or converse. Even if we disagree with them, just listen. It doesn't mean we have to accept their point of view. We don't have to agree. But sometimes being listened, being heard, genuinely being heard, makes a person feel like they're loved beyond measure. It's a powerful thing to listen and then to understand. And when we are heard, when we are genuinely heard, it really can change our lives, because for many people, being heard really gives them a sense of being loved, because it means they matter. I can think of countless people in my life, numerous people who just wanted to be heard, feel like they were loved, even if they were talking about something I didn't care about. Or Bethany, I laugh because my hobbies, the guitars and the bow hunting and the other things that I do, she doesn't care. She does. She loves me, but she still hears me. She listens when I talk about those things. In the same way, I do for her when she talks about her hobbies and the things that interest her. But beyond that, it's also the stories and the moments and pieces of life. If we were all to just listen to one another, to hear one another, without any motive, without any reason except for to hear one another, people would feel they were loved. People would feel they were cared for. And when people feel they're loved and they're cared for, they live fuller lives. And that's what we're supposed to be doing as faithful people, is living fuller lives and helping others live fuller lives. And in that is listening. If we're emulating God, we're supposed to do that. God listens. God hears. God listens. God listens to us. God's presence with us. And so much of that is what we could be doing. For many people, being heard is the miracle that they've needed so they could tell their story and get the healing effects of telling their story. To practice listening, to practice that, to be prepared in uncomfortable situations with an uncomfortable story, but to listen. And it takes time in that listening to truly know neighbor and self and friend and family, to truly know the problem, the facts, the issues before responding. We want to respond so fast because, well, at the end of the day, we all want to be heard. Sometimes we need to stifle our feeling to insert our 2 cents and just listen. Because we never know what someone's really going through. We never know what someone's story is and the struggles they're having. And all they need to be is heard. What if we all listened first? What if all of those of us who have ears to hear listened? My brothers and sisters, lean in, make eye contact, slow down, listen. Hear one another. Because maybe someone who desperately needs to be heard today will be. And their lives will be changed. And we'll live the gospel further for one another each and every day. Blessings. Hope to see you soon.